Dear learners, welcome back. So, our today's topic is dysgraphia. Before going to start our topic dysgraphia, let's understand the meaning of dysgraphia. What's the meaning of dysgraphia? Dysgraphia is a specific learning difficulties that affects the writing abilities of the children. It involves the difficulties with handwriting, spelling, and organizing the thoughts on paper. So basically, dysgraphia is a learning disability that affects the writing and drawing skills of the children. Dysgraphia can impact both the physical act of writing and the coherence and clarity of written expressions. The students with dysgraphia may have a trouble with handwriting, like a messy handwriting, uneven or hard to read, spelling and sentence structure, drawing shapes or pictures, organizing ideas on paper. Let's take an example. For example, my students who suffer from this kind of problem, dysgraphia, might write a sentence that is difficult to read with letters of varying size and shapes. They may also have a trouble drawing a simple shapes like a circle or square. Despite their best efforts, their writing and drawing skills may not be as clear or neat as their peer groups. Now we are going to discuss about the characteristics of dysgraphia. Let's discuss about the characteristics of dysgraphia. The first one is handwriting issues. If a child is suffering from dysgraphia issues, writing of the child will be poor, inconsistent, and illegible handwriting, which is difficult to read. The second one is spelling difficulties. Frequent spelling errors, even with the familiar words. Third one is spacing problem, incorrect spacing between the words and letters, poor fine motor skills, difficult with tasks requiring fine motor control such as gripping a pencil. The next one is organizational issues. The students will struggle with the structure sentences and paragraphs coherently. And the last one is slow writing speed. If a child is suffering from dysgraphia, he or she will may take an unusually long time to write a paragraph, to write a sentence. Now, next, we are going to talk about sign and symptoms of dysgraphia. As you can see that the first one is messy and difficult to read handwriting. The second one is difficulty following the rules of grammars and punctuations. Third one is cramping or discomfort when writing. The next one is inconsistent letter and word size. The next one, difficulty taking notes or copying from blackboard or whiteboard. The last one is avoidance of writing tasks. After discussing about the sign and symptoms of dysgraphia, let's discuss about the diagnosis and assessment. How you will diagnose the problem that the student is suffering from the dysgraphia problem. So the first one is observation. Through the observation, the student, the teacher and parents may notice this type of problem the child is facing. And second one is screening tools. There are so many standardized tests are available in the market. Through the tools, standardized tools and evaluation by the educational professionals, they can identify the problem. The third one is professional evaluation. Comprehensive assessment by educational psychologists or occupational therapists to diagnose the dysgraphia issue. Now, next, we are going to talk about the strategies and intervention. Like the first one is occupational therapies. Like focus on improving fine motor skills and handwriting techniques. The second one is multisensory instructions. using the visual, auditory, and kinesthetic methods to teach the writing skills. The third one is assistive technology, utilize of word processor, speech to text, software, and other tools to aid the writing. The next one is modified assignments. Allow the children oral presentation, typed assignments, or other alternatives to handwriting tasks, handwriting work. The next one is writing instructions. Explain the teaching of writing strategies, including the planning, drafting, revising, and editing. Frequent break provide the break during the writing task to reduce the burden, to reduce the fatigue and frustration. Let's discuss about the support and resources. The first one is educational support. Provide the educational support to the students, specialized instructions, tutoring, and accommodation in school settings. Second one is parental involvement, supporting writing practice at home with patience and positive reinforcement. The third one is professional support, working with a professional therapist, educational psychologist, and special education teachers to develop the effective intervention plans. So, overall understanding and addressing dysgraphia is very essential for helping the individuals to improve their writing skills and overall academic performance. With appropriate support and accommodation, those with dysgraphia can develop a more effective writing strategies and increase their confidence in writing expressions. Thank you.